Hey, Peace World, let's jump right into it. Bite Down Boxing. Look, my name is Wood. Check me out over at www.bitedownboxing.com. One man show over there. I get to what I can get to. Hey, look, we just finished a great, great World Series with the Dodgers beating the Tampa Bay Rays. There's in baseball there are umpires who call a game with they favor the pitcher, and then you have some umpires who are hitters umpires. They have different strike zones and how they interpret it. We have the same thing in scoring offense and punches and how people, weigh jabs versus power punches and best punch win the round and all these different things. It's a part of boxing, but I wanted to come back. I just finished. I still haven't watched the entire Lomachenko-Lopez fight, but I keep stopping at the second round, which is one of the swing rounds, round 2 and round 7. I'm just gonna focus on round 2. Regardless if I'm right, I thought Lopez won the round. Regardless if I'm right or wrong, and I don't do a whole lot of complaining about how the fights are commentated, how they commentate the fights, but I noticed that Joe Tessitore and Andre Ward went back and doubled down on it. They said that Lomachenko's big left hand, his big moment of the round, happened at a minute and a half, halfway through the round. That wasn't the case. He didn't do anything until a minute, to the 1 minute mark. It might have been 102 or 101 on the clock when he threw that left hand. He slipped the jab, I think, of Lopez, and connected with the two left hands. So it's already like, we told you how great Lomachenko is, and now we can't let him not be great until we get to the 7th or 8th round and we see that this is going the other way. But anyway, like I said, that's not really my bag. Talking through the round just a little bit. Looking at, and then, you have some guys on here who want to discredit you because you mentioned punch stats or CompuBox. For me, all of this stuff, the judges' cards, the commentating, social media, feedback on a video, all of it is part of the story for me. I just take it all in. Whatever, that's your opinion. We're all entitled to it in this thing. Punch stats aren't always completely off. Here in the second round, Lomachenko was credited with total punches 5 of 12, and Lopez had 11 of 35. I don't know that I saw 11 punches for Lopez, but, whatever. And then Lopez had 4 jabs. Lomachenko had 1 jab. He was credited with, let me throw credited in there. And then power punches landed with 7 of 14 for Lopez and 4 of 9 for Lomachenko. Credited with that. Again, I look at that. I look at what I saw on the footage. Then I factor in what the commentating was. Very early on, 235 is when Lopez gets that right to the body. I thought he said, and I've been liking that punch lately. That lunging or longer right hand to the body. A lot of orthodox fighters. I think Charles Conwell landed one of those or a couple of those in his last fight. I've seen some, and that's interesting because you got to expose yourself to land that shot. So he lands that at about the 235 mark. At about the 214 mark, he lands that, this is as the clock is counting down. He lands that right hook, left hook combination to the body. And then as Lomachenko goes to turn away, he catches him with that right hand where Lomachenko takes a couple of steps to get away. Okay. Nothing is done significant until Lomachenko doesn't even throw any punches. He does that little pawn jab maybe a couple of times. He's on the move. We get down to 102, 101 is when he gets those two left hands where he slips the shot and then he threw another one. Another left hand. They kind of landed here in the shoulder, in between the chin and the shoulder, but it still counts. And then again we have the left hand and the right hand under 20 seconds for Lomachenko. But they told you, or at about halfway through the round, at about the halfway point, it's a big difference in doing nothing for 90 seconds and 120 seconds. And Lomachenko just didn't do a whole lot for 2/3 of the round. Now, Lopez didn't get a whole lot done, a whole lot more, but he's dictating the fight. I wouldn't say that Lomachenko is running. He's on his bike necessarily, but he is clearly apprehensive about engaging and not engaging on his terms, especially after those two body shots earlier in the fight. So for a third of the round of the work, and maybe because you get two straight left hands in, I just don't give you that round. But again, that's part of it when it's low volume like that. When it's low volume, low output on the punching, it's very easy to go best punch of the round, especially with him landing so flushly to the head of Lopez. So I mean, I wouldn't begrudge you if that's what you did. Maybe you're a hitter. Maybe you're a hitter's umpire. I guess for me, I'm a pitcher's ump. I gave it to Lopez. So anyway, this is I'm just talking, man. I don't have nobody else to talk to who's still talking about Lomachenko and Lopez. So I just made a video on it. Hey, my name is Wood. Let me know. Was that a swing round for you? Did you give it to Lomachenko? If so, why? And I gotta reiterate what I already said early in the fight. I took it from Top Gun when Viper, I believe, was his name, and he got up in the air with Maverick, Tom Cruise, and was like, all that fancy and off the, breaking the rules and all that creative stuff that you do, all that mumbo jumbo, that ain't gonna work here at Top Gun. Then he got up in the air with Maverick and was like, damn, this kid is good. And then he went into the locker room in front of everybody and was like, hey, right up into the moment when I blew your ass up, some of the best flying I've seen. Remember Iceman? You don't want to hit, you don't care about. Okay. Hey, I'm out, man. Bite down, boxer. Don't let them count you out. My name is Wood. Pay you no mind. Sports and entertainment. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.